Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone is enjoying their time off. If you don't have to work coming close to Christmas, that's great. So I wanted to make a video like this because it's Christmas season and, well, I wanted to give you all something before you start tearing into your presents. So when you were a kid, everybody had that one certain thing that they remember fondly from a Christmas morning, whether it be to a certain toy that you got, or maybe a certain book, movie, or in this case, video games. In this video, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite video games that I got when I was a kid in the year 2004 on Christmas morning. It was either Christmas morning or Christmas Eve. And I don't know if I'm going to make this a series. The only other one that I can do is one other game, but I figured why not and share with you all a fond Christmas memory that I have talking about one of my favorite video games when I was a kid, Lemony Snicket, A Series of Unfortunate Events. Okay, so this game is from a time when we would usually always get movie tie-in games. That's no longer the case nowadays. But also, this was one of the three tie-in movie games that I got that came with tickets to their own film. The other two were Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban and Spider-Man 3. So that was always fun. I did at first think the entire cast from the movie came back for this game, but that's actually not the case. The only two actors who came back that I recognized was the kid who played Klaus, the older Baudelaire brother, and Jim Carrey as Count Olaf, which you gotta have Count Olaf. You gotta have Jim Carrey come back, and he does a great job in this game. The whole premise of the game is you get to play as all three Baudelaire children, even Sonny. You get to invent things with Violet, and they give the Baudelaire children two main inventions, but throughout each level you get something different to progress through the level. There's not really any boss fights. There's a lot of mini bosses. You get to battle Count Olaf's acting troupe, or his acting crew. There are there's three main bosses. There's the fat guy, and there's the two singing ladies, which you fight them at the same time, and then there's the Hookman, which the Hookman is usually the final boss. They kind of build him up to be the final boss. Kind of. But Klaus will fight the fat guy in every level, and Violet will always fight the two singing ladies, so they always give each Baudelaire children something to do. Now, each Baudelaire child has something the other one can't do. For example, Klaus is afraid of spiders, so Violet will fight spiders. Violet is afraid of rats, so Klaus has to go deal with rats. And Sonny can go in like little tiny crevices and climb and get to certain things, or to complete puzzles. There are a lot of puzzles in this game. It's very fun. The guy who played Lemony Snicket did not come back, but they replaced him with Tim Curry, and Tim Curry does an awesome job in this game. It's really fun. This game is just such a blast. It took me only 2 days to beat this, which a game back then I could have probably beaten this in a day, but I just started at a late time. But that is one of my favorite games of all time. I remember I stayed up for hours on Christmas Eve. It probably was Christmas Eve, playing this game. I got all the way to the wide window. Now that's another thing about this game. This game actually does not only take things from the movie, but it does take things from the books. Mainly it takes something from the wide window, and which is the third book, and they also take the ending of the first movie and put it in this game, because I'm thinking we were going to get a sequel, but that just never happened. The whole thing with the wide window is it describes in the book that there is one person in Count Olaf's acting troupe that you cannot tell if it's a man or a woman. You can't tell. But there is a very tense scene where the Baudelaire children are having to sneak around this character. And they took that character and have him be one of the henchmen that you have to avoid in the escaping from the first book. But this game is a combination of the first three books in the series. And they do really well with adapting each book, having like mini levels throughout the three books. And it's a really fun time. I really enjoyed it. And if you can find this somewhere or on like an emulator, I suggest to give it a try. Go watch the movie, go watch the TV series, and go read the books. Doesn't have a good ending though. But guys, that is this video. Tell me in the comments below, what is your favorite Christmas memory? What is something that you got on one Christmas morning that you just focused all your time on? I really want to know. Guys, don't forget to run to the tree for the like button and open the present for the subscribe button. I hope that you all are staying warm, because it's going to get cold outside. Or unless you're in North Carolina, it's not going to really change. But guys, have a happy new year, and I'll see you next time.